The subject is so vast and the time is so short, and the people around us all eminent to speak hours and hours about the subject. And still we are in vague where to start and where to end. The subject which was given was emotional freedom, healing of the mind, and leading to excellence. This is the subject which Mr. Paulos has given to talk about that, and certain relations to Kalam's campaign, because he was a great humanist in all these spheres, being a scientist, humanist, educationist, all put together. He had certain qualities which we are trying to confront. To speak about this from my point of view, I am also at loss where to start and where to end. As I said, the subject is so vast. And from a medical point of view, if you start talking there, which is very tangible, to some extent, easy to understand, maybe more focused, is our whole body is physically divided into 4 sections. We, as doctors, when we start our early education in our medical sciences, we had to dissect our human body, dead bodies, not live bodies, find out every organs, every nerve, every artery, every structure, every muscle, in minute details, right, seen as macroscopic pictures to minute cell under microscope. So a very scientific approach to the whole body as such is the beginning of medical education. In that level, our whole body is divided into 4 limbs. One is the limbs, the 4 limbs, upper hands and the lower 2 limbs. The second one is what is called abdomen and thorax. Your abdomen, where you have all the intestine, etc., etc. Then you have above that what is called thorax, which constitute or make you full in the heart and lungs, where you get oxygen, pumping of blood to the various organs, and which gives energy. That is the middle portion, what is called abdomen and thorax. And above you go, what you have, head and neck, head and neck. Head is the whole thing of your, what is above the neck, where you have all the things of your sensations, the sight, the ears, the taste, the modalities of sensations, of course, touch, etc. Then inside all the things, on the top, we have what is called brain. And this is the most mysterious organs in the human beings. And this organ, brain, is studied so much and so vast. Still, we are not yet reached the fine tuning of the truth I was trying to tell in the beginning, which you all admit you don't know many of the things. There are very many branches of knowledge as come out of this brain. One is we go structurally, which area functions where. For eye, sight, there is an organ there in the brain. For smell, there is a particular region in the brain. For talk, there is a region in the brain. And for movements, there are different regions in the brain. These are all things which makes the human beings to move around. See? But above all, there is something which is not tangible. Is what is known as human thoughts. Human thoughts are the part of the brain. The heart has got pumping the blood which gives energy to the different parts of the body. Then we have the lungs, which gives oxygen, which makes energy as a part of the body there. It pumps, gets inside oxygen, leaves carbon dioxide outside. All phenomena taking that, there is an energy and life takes place. So similarly, the mind or the body and brain has got different functions. The movements, the sensations, the hearing, the smell, the touch. all these things come finally analyzed and interpreted in the brain. But one area which is not tangible is what is called thought. And thoughts are the unique output of this brain. And that is a part of the mind. A lot of study has been done about that thought. And we all exist because of thoughts in the mind. And as you know very well, see, I don't know how many of you know about thoughts. It seems Dr. Deepak Chopra, an eminent endocrinologist in US, has said in his analysis, there are 60,000 thoughts released every day by all of us. By this time we are here, I must have released about 1,000 thoughts. And all put together here, number 1 hour's times, maybe about 5,000, 10,000 thoughts must have come out. The thoughts in different forms. One is random thoughts, which most of us get access to this. Any thoughts comes to our mind, random, without any analysis, comes and goes, comes and goes. Then there is what is called objective thoughts. You focus on certain areas and that thoughts are focused on that. And again, there are negative thoughts, positive thoughts. You can classify in different forms by which your attitude is built. And also our world is built according to that. So thoughts are a very powerful things of human mind. And as you have seen this today, the mind can be also classified in different form. There are different faculties which has come out of this human brain in the last so many years. Mind and psychology, ontology, NLP is the new phenomena which Professor Clement is an authority and well demonstrated. What is neuro-linguistic program, combination of neurology and language put together, what impact it can create to the society or people as a whole. So there is another branch of knowledge which is called ontology. Ontology, I don't know how many of you heard of ontology. That area is dealing with what is called beings, human beings. How human beings behave or not behave, which either benefits them or doesn't benefit them. That is another branch of knowledge, again, based on mind, brain, thoughts, etc. Now, as I said, the subject is so vast, talk will be endless. See? And if you touch a subject, it will be perhaps hours and hours it can go on. Now, to put in a concrete and concise form, to be of something beneficial after our talk or our meeting now, I would like to condense in a few form of applications. Now, the thing is, most of you who have been students here or who are working in certain area of your faculties has been dominated your thoughts on certain focus. Once your mind is focused on certain determination, a target, then your thought process goes into a cycle where you have a chance to have less distractions. The distraction is another area with the mind wanders, mind wanders now, you are there everywhere, like an angel or a jinn or whatever you call it, a devil. So it goes on moving one place to another, see, without our control, like a shadow. It will be always with us. So to focus and get benefit out of is, firstly you must have a target or a definite aim or an achievement plan to pass an examination, get ranked there. Then your thought process gets cycled in a movement like a winding thing so that random thoughts do not enter your mind and you won't get disturbed. The important thing is we are always dominated by these thoughts, see, at any way, knowingly or unknowingly. See. As I said, there are 60,000 thoughts released. There can be different types of thoughts, but 80 to 90% of the thoughts are wasted thoughts without a focus. And most of us are the victims of the thoughts. So how to make our thoughts more focused and beneficial for us is to have our mind, now we have different types of consciousness level. This is another area where we have been touched by Professor Clement has demonstrated that what level of consciousness come. There is what is called conscious level of mind. We are all understanding, talking each other, listening. We are conscious to that level. Then there is what is called unconscious level, and which is unknown to us, but play a dominant part of our personality. It's unconscious mind, untapped, it is still dormant, unutilized, and it's a great loss to mankind as such. This unconscious mind is so powerful. Very few get benefit out of it. The great thinkers, the artists, the scientists, all come their excellent ideas out of this unconscious mind, not the conscious mind. It is said that 10% of our mind is conscious level, 90% to unconscious level. Unconscious, what it can do, certain demonstration has been seen by Professor Clement, saying that it has got an amenable for suggestion. If you are able to suggest to your unconscious mind whatever you want, it has got a power to absorb and act. Now he demonstrated to the unconscious mind, saying that you are like a rigid body, you cannot move. Out of this suggestion, he became rigid. And he could not move. Nobody tried to pick him up. But what has happened, if he would have made this to his conscious mind, it wouldn't happen. But the conscious mind was kept aside for a moment, which is another phenomenon, how to keep the conscious mind away from the subconscious mind. Because it's another area, another subject. Professor Clement will be able to explain much more than I could speak about that. But if you want to go to the conscious mind, your subconscious mind, which is more powerful, your conscious mind should be kept away. Which he has done first there, giving the suggestions. You are so and so, you are such and such things. Then suddenly he becomes conscious. He doesn't know who are here and all the things there. He was just listening to what he is telling. You are so rigid, your body is like this, and you are not able to move your legs. Nothing will. I have seen, this is called hypnosis. I don't know how many of you are. I think Clement has demonstrated some hypnosis here, I think, no? Most of you have seen that? You know, you tell him, Paulos, you are rigid like an iron. Nothing can bend you. And take two put tables here. I don't know whether he has demonstrated. Most of these are done in some other places, which has in hypnosis. And you know, you become rigid, like a body, dead body or alive body, so rigid, nothing will bend. And you put two tables, one side one table, another side another table. One side he put his head, another side you put his leg. Just touching the table, not in the middle or somewhere there. He is so rigid, you give the instruction or suggestion, nothing bends. And over that, if professor stands on him, nothing happens to him, which normally cannot do. See the power of subconscious mind, which normally we cannot do. The power of I'm telling, the power of subconscious mind is so powerful, which is unutilized. Very few make use of it. That is, the body becomes very powerful, which is not naturally seen in our conscious level. As I said, it has got a amenable for suggestion which is there. Also, the subconscious mind has got a terrible memory. See, you ask your name, sometimes you don't forget our name also. You can't suddenly pronounce that. If suppose you would have demonstrated, now Mr. Paulus, you are such and such age, 50, whatever it is there, what is your name, etc. I will tell you that. Suddenly you say you are at the age of 10. What is his age, your age? You ask him. He'll tell what the name used to call at the age of 10. Then he'll tell you are under age of 5 or 6. Then he'll talk in a different tone altogether. Then he'll ask you, you are in 5th standard. Then he'll say, who is sitting next to you, right or left? He'll tell exactly the same name who was sitting right, on that particular day, particular time. And finally he'll tell you are under the age of 2 or 3. Then he'll say, you are hungry. So what you want? It's about 1 year or something like that. You know, he'll not answer anything. Rarely will answer. When you are the underage of 1, you are hungry, then you know what he'll do? He'll start crying. Oh, I want milk. Have you true all these things? This is my little knowledge about hypnosis and all the things. The point I am touching is the power of the subconscious mind, which is unutilized. See? So why it happened? Because there is an impediment in our conscious mind, which by what we call insight doesn't allow us to go to the subconscious mind. Great thinkers, great scientists, all these people are able to go to the subconscious mind and able to extract and benefit out of the subconscious mind. And there are few individuals, Thomas Alva Edison's, great thinker, all these people are able to use their subconscious mind to the best level. Now, instead of again getting lost into a discussion which is unlimited, I said, now let us try to focus what best we can do there. I was talking about the thought process. Thought is the biggest gift God has given to mankind. And it is the one area which is silently everyone is suffering. See, random thoughts is the one disturbing from our objective thoughts. So what do you want to attain? Tomorrow I want to appear for an examination, or 6 months I got an exam. I had to focus that. Suddenly friends come and disturb, we'll go for a film, we'll go to here. These are the random things which is disturbing us. See, my phone is also disturbing. This is the random technology which has disturbed this whole system. So what is happening is, unfortunately, these random things are disturbing from our objectiveness, where we are not able to this. So the thoughts are the most powerful instrument of human being, which can be used to the best level if suppose you want to make use of you as the best. You can be a great scientist, you can be a great writer, you can be a great poem, you can be anything great. What you see greatness in outside people, not necessarily confined to them. You can be a part of it. The only thing is, we are never gone beyond the 10% of conscious mind. If you are able to paint it to the subconscious mind of 80%, 90%, you will attain something which others can't imagine. How to attain and exploit the subconscious mind is something which Professor Clement can talk you more about than me. I just given an insight to that. Now, from the other point of view, I was talking about thoughts. Thoughts the most beneficial as well as most disturbing also. So what you and I can do without any help of all these doctors, teachers, mentors and all the things, stand alone, what we can do? One of the things what we can do for ourselves to get benefit out of this, keep your thought, no thoughts. What I call zero thoughts. Can you ever try to have no thoughts in the mind? Have you ever tried, maybe some of you who do meditations, yogas, prayers, or in silence, have some experience when thought is not a part of a disturbance. See? The thoughts is so powerful in silence. There is a language, there's a saying that God speaks in silence. And in the silence you can hear more than what you speak. Because the mind is so expanded, you are receptive to so many things which you are closing while you are talking. So silence is very important, listening is also equally important. So how to keep the mind still? Keep the mind, there is a past, there is a present, and there is a future. You are touching to some extent now here. Past is yesterday. Future is tomorrow. Present is today. The reality is there is no past. The reality is there is no future. They are all in your mind. What was happened is a memory. Still, troubling your mind. It is not existing. What is existing is the present moment where you are now. I am talking, you are listening. That is the reality. And that reality, if you are able to focus on now, present moment, at this juncture, you are free from all these thoughts, random thoughts. So the biggest hurdle for us, the past memory is always troubling us to be in the present. And mind you, anything has been done. Yourself will be an example, or yourself will be able to know your own experience without learning all the things. Whatever you have done best is at this present moment. Anything happened in the past or also in the present moment, or what they call now. And those of you who have read the book of Eckhart Tolle there, who talks about, have you read? Many of you have read that book? Some of you must have read that. Excellent book. Yeah? The power of now. You're the one who fully realize the present moment. There are a lot of other thinkers as well in various writings, Indian writings. There are yoga, there are meditations where the mind is kept in still without any of these things. But he found out first time that power of now, if you are on the present moment, you become very powerful. Because when you are at the present moment, you are away from the past, which is a memory, and you are away from the future, which is an anxiety, and both are not existing. So once you become engrossed fully in power, you go from subconscious mind to, conscious mind to subconscious mind to what is called supraconscious mind. Much above, beyond all the things. You think humanity as a whole, you think human beings as one together, where you can combinedly contribute for their development. You can think the whole universe as a whole, where you can collectively do something good for humanity. The supraconscious awakens, all your hurdles goes much behind all your efforts. So it's very important that conscious level, subconscious level, supraconscious level, the different stages you attain, and the best way you can attain all these things to highest form when you are present at this moment. And how to attain this present at this moment, a simple exercise is the moment you focus your mind on your body, your distraction gets away from you. For example, you just think of your hands for the moment, and as perhaps some of the demonstration which he has given, it's all interconnected things there. He must have given to you, you think some heaviness on your hands. Suddenly, all your random thoughts wandering comes to your body there. See, the body-mind connection takes place. And the mind is not allowed to travel, and the mind comes to the present. As I said, if you are able to come to the present and fully, you become highest level into supraconscious. And you'll be very alert. You'll be very interesting. You'll be very attentive. If you are at the present moment, I tell you, everyone who is extremely good in present moment is the highest performer. The excellence which he said we have to lead finally can come if you are fully present in the present moment. And to attain the present moment, all your attention by the method, as I said, first you concentrate on one part of your body, maybe the hands or the legs, having some sensation there, feel there is there, and the sensation slowly goes from legs to the abdomen, to the thorax, to the head, as different parts of the body. And also another method is observe yourself as an outsider. When you are talking, when you are sitting, just observe what is happening to you as an outsider. What thoughts are coming to you? And the easiest one to observe is watch your breath. Just as you sit in, watch your breath. You are breathing in, you are breathing out. So these are some of the very useful hints which will focus your thought process into your mind, and that mind, which is a very important part of our organ of human brain, and that will lead you to one is objectiveness, performance, and ultimately leading to bliss and happiness. We all are ultimately looking for what could make us happy. It is not the material things. You have thousands of acres or a big billion in the bank account, still he is not happy. He takes pills to sleep in the night. See? Who is the man who is happy? A man happy is a man without a shirt. Somebody said earlier there. And a man with all the big suit and all the things having still some more unhappiness in his mind working there. To get happy, you must have the biggest diseases, unseen diseases. Even doctors have failed to unravel these diseases, which is a part of every human being like a shadow, which I call as a disease. And that disease is ego. Ego is the greatest disease. You know, ego is what? I am right, you are wrong. You can be never right, I can be never wrong. This is an unconscious attitude comes to us. And that goes into a level where I feel always superior, where I become the victim. See? When I say, I don't know, she may be much bigger than I am, I have to learn from her, I am getting benefit more myself. See? I am getting relieved all my baggages and bondages which is on my back head there, which is an impediment for my development, my growth, etc. So you release these bandages, you become freedom. And you become enhanced in your thinking process, and you can use your full potential to highest level to attain as a human being, using your brain, using your mind, see, unleashing the potential is the greatest part of education. It is not the knowledge what you get from the books and all. They are all information, see. Information is available in data, information available in books and all. You can get a lot of, but to apply that into something what is useful is called knowledge. And knowledge is always embedded with human beings. It is not seen alone in some books. So if you are a successful individual, you must perform with your knowledge as applied knowledge, which can be useful to yourself as well as for the fellow man. And the ultimate aim of every individual to make oneself comfortable and happy, as well as make others also comfortable and happy. As I saw in the Roshan India in the beginning, unfolded that, he said, love to serve. See, there are different things for love. Love for sex, love for mothers, love for the children, but here, love for serve. That important things. You serve out of your love. That will liberate yourself for better human beings and better humanity and better as a whole, as an individual for which you are destined to live. This is in brief. I thought I could focus in this limited time. I myself not sure what justice I have done to the subject, but I hope something, especially be present at the moment, try to focus on that, then you will uncover all the things what you have been trying to discuss and how powerful you are, you will be in your approach to your life. Thank you. Thank you very much.